The air in the dim basement is heavy, thick with the sharp metallic tang of industrial ink. A single light bulb flickers overhead, casting long shadows across a massive steel press. Here, a quiet revolution is being printed, one crisp bill at a time. Deep within the fibers of a $100 bill lies the soul of the global economy. It is more than just paper. It is a promise of stability. When that promise is broken by a master's hand, the entire world begins to tremble. Imagine a mountain of cash so vast it could bury a skyscraper. Over $200 million, crafted with such terrifying precision that even the most seasoned bank tellers could not tell the difference. This was the ultimate heist against the greenback. We are not talking about a common criminal with a desktop scanner. This is the story of a technical genius who decoded the secrets of the United States Treasury. His work was so perfect, it threatened to dismantle the very foundations of international trust. Part 1. The Architect of Chaos. To understand this crime, we must look at the man behind the machine. Frank Bourassa did not start as a villain. He was a meticulous perfectionist. He obsessed over the tactile click of high-end machinery and the specific chemical composition of linen. Bourassa understood that the US dollar is the modern world's gold. It is the universal language of trade, guarded by the Secret Service and layers of invisible security. To forge it is to declare war on the most powerful nation on Earth. He spent years researching the unique paper used by the Bureau of Engraving. Real dollars are not wood pulp. They are a secretive blend of cotton and denim. He tracked down a mill in Europe, willing to recreate this specific, textured canvas. The hum of electricity filled his hidden workshop as he mastered the art of intaglio printing. This process gives the dollar its distinctive, raised feel. He spent countless nights squinting through a jeweler's loupe, perfecting the fine lines of Benjamin Franklin's stoic face. Every security feature became a puzzle for him to solve. The color-shifting ink, the embedded security thread, and the microscopic watermarks were all replicated. He was a ghost in the system, operating with the cold, calculated precision of a ghost-like shadow. Part 2. The Floodgate Protocol. The operation was finally ready, and the presses began to roar. Thousands of sheets slid through the rollers, drying under specialized lamps. The smell of fresh currency was intoxicating, a scent that represented the ultimate power and the ultimate risk of his life. As the boxes stacked up, the sheer scale of the fraud became apparent. This was not just a scam, it was a flood. $200 million were prepared to enter the bloodstream of global commerce, potentially devaluing every legitimate bill in circulation. Tension mounted as the first batches were moved across borders. The genius knew that one small mistake, a single smudge, or a slight misalignment would lead the authorities straight to his door. Every shipment was a heartbeat away from total, crushing disaster. Behind the scenes, federal agents began to notice anomalies. A slight discrepancy in the magnetic ink signatures started appearing in distant markets. The hunt was on, a high-stakes game of cat and mouse played out across continents and through digital banking ledgers. The climax arrived in a flurry of activity and whispered tip-offs. Undercover operations closed in on the distribution network. The genius felt the walls closing in as the massive scale of his ambition finally caught the attention of the world's most elite investigators. Part 3. The House of Cards. When the raid finally happened, the authorities were stunned by what they found. It wasn't a messy den of thieves, but a professional laboratory. The sheer quality of the counterfeit bills was unprecedented, forcing the government to reconsider its entire security strategy. The fallout was immediate and severe. Banks worldwide had to update their scanning technology to detect the Bourassa bills. The discovery sent a shockwave through the financial sector, proving that even the most protected currency was vulnerable to a brilliant mind. Barassa's capture led to a legal battle as complex as his forgery. He used his remaining hidden stock as a massive bargaining chip for his freedom. It was a move as calculated as his printing, turning his crime into a final, daring escape. In the end, the machines were dismantled and the ink was scrubbed away. But the damage to the perception of security remained. The legend of the $200 million became a cautionary tale, whispered in the halls of mints and central banks. The United States responded by redesigning the $100 bill with even more advanced features. They added 3D ribbons and disappearing bells, a direct reaction to the genius who had come so close to breaking the system with his mechanical, forged perfection. Part 4. The Shattered Promise. Why does this matter to us today? Because the dollar remains the bedrock of our lives. It represents the value of our labor and the stability of our future. When a counterfeiter succeeds, they steal a small piece of everyone's hard-earned wealth. This story highlights the eternal arms race between those who protect value and those who seek to fake it. As technology evolves, the tools for deception become more accessible, making the vigilance of our financial institutions more critical than ever before. Counterfeiting is a disaster because it erodes the most important currency we have: trust. Without trust, a bill is just a scrap of paper. The genius in the basement proved that while you can print money, you can never truly own it. He built a kingdom out of ink and shadows, only to watch it vanish in the light of day. In the world of high finance, the greatest forgery isn't just the paper, it is the illusion of getting away with it forever.